Welcome, everybody, to the official WrestleMania 33 preview and prediction show. Let's go beast on that subscribe button. Let's go beast on that like button. And let's go beast on this WrestleMania 33 preview and predictions show. So as you've been following me, you know that I have given away a couple predictions, so we're just going to breeze right through them to get to the good stuff. The Andre Memorial Battle Royal, the Who Gives a Fuck Battle Royal, the Let's get everybody on the card to get them a payday Battle Royal. Braun Strowman is going to win, and if he doesn't, what's the fucking point? John Cena and Nikki Bella versus Miz and Maurice. John Cena and Nikki win. John Cena, in your Walt Disney World moment, proposes to Nikki after the match. There will be musical performances after this. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. And AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon could steal the show. Will be a good match only for its spots. Shane is obviously not the caliber of AJ Styles. This will remind people that AJ should be in a better spot. This is the spot he's been given, mainly because they tried to bank on Shawn Michaels and AJ Styles. Michaels said no. Probably better that he did. But AJ Styles has zero chance of losing this match. AJ Styles is going to win. Now, there's a little bit of a mix-up in the pre-show. The SmackDown Women's title match was listed to be on the pre-show. But now the kickoff part has been removed, so we're not 100% if it's going to be on the pre-show or if it's going to be on the main show. I think it's going to wind up on the main show. I think the fans made a stink, and they're going to move it to the main show. But good for the SmackDown women that they're not being totally thrown away, even though they were thrown away on television. So in this match, you have Naomi, Carmella, Becky Lynch, Mickie James, Natalya, and your current SmackDown Women's Champion, Alexa Bliss. Now, Natalya, zero chance. Becky Lynch, zero chance. That's right, Becky Lynch, zero chance. It's plainly too obvious to have Becky win this. She's not going to win it. Mickie James, zero chance. The reason Mickie James has zero chance is because Alexa Bliss, also in my eyes, next to zero. I'll give her 2%. Because my belief here is Alexa Bliss and Mickie James are going to cost each other. They're setting up for a feud, and the only way for that feud to really kick off, there's only two ways. One, Alexa Bliss has the title. Two, they cost each other. My opinion, they're going to cost each other. So that leaves you hometown girl Naomi and Carmella. Now, in normal thinking, Naomi's going to win. Get the belt back. Get the cheers of the hometown crowd. But remember what company we're talking about. You don't usually win at home. So in a crazy, fucked up, you would think this girl would have zero chance. I am predicting your new women's champion on SmackDown, Carmella. Carmella, yes, is going to win the SmackDown Women's Championship. If she doesn't, we might see the end of her and Ellsworth. So maybe I shouldn't predict this. Maybe I should want Carmella to lose. But I just have a little feeling Mr. Ellsworth's going to play a role in Carmella winning the belt. And your feud is going to be Naomi and Carmella. And you're going to have Alexa and Mickie coming out of this in feuds. Becky is going to take a back seat for a bit. Natalya, I hear, may be done after this. I'm not sure. I don't know if I believe it. But that's it, folks. Carmella is going to be your new SmackDown Women's Champion. Major upset for most people. I can see perfectly why they would do this. Next, we are going to go to Neville and Austin Aries. This is another one where conventional wisdom will give you Neville. But then why continue the feud? This feud is just beginning in my eyes. This is a Raw exclusive pay-per-view match waiting to happen as well. There's nobody else really on the Cruiserweight roster worth putting up against Neville, so why have Aries win here? Now, if I were going with this, I'd have Aries win and Neville get his rematch. But what I believe happens is Aries is looking like he's going to win. And Neville screws Austin Aries or cheats to win or gets disqualified. It's on the pre-show. They can do a BS finish. So I'm predicting Neville. Yes, I'm going to go with Neville to retain the Cruiserweight Championship. Next up, let's get the Raw Tag Team Championships out of the way. We got Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. We've got Enzo Amore and Big Cass. And we've got Sheamus and Cesaro. Let's just say this right now. Sheamus and Cesaro are not winning. No chance. That's what they've got. This, if there's any spot where you might see the Hardys, besides the New Day funny open, is going to be here. I'm predicting the Hardys are not at WrestleMania. Just a gut feeling. If they really have signed, which I heard they have, they must have gotten the creative freedom and the right of refusal we've talked about. If they're going to debut, it's going to be on the Raw or SmackDown after WrestleMania. Or it might even be a few weeks after. Who knows? But I would do it the night after or the SmackDown after, depending on where they're going to be. But my prediction here is that Enzo Amore and Big Cass get their moment. They've never won Tag Team Gold in NXT. They've never won it here. Yes, they've been booked poorly. Yes, the club's been booked poorly, so this won't have the dramatic impact it would have, but it'll still pop the WrestleMania crowd to see Enzo and Big Cass win. Give me Enzo and Big Cass to become your new Raw Tag Team Champions. How you doing? A match I'm interested in. May not a lot of people be interested because of how they did it last week on SmackDown and then the horrible back and forth promo they had on the network. Ambrose and Corbin for the Intercontinental Championship. Ambrose wins, the feud's over. The feud's just getting started, boys. This is a feud starter. A lot of feud starters at WrestleMania on the undercard. Baron Corbin is going to be your new Intercontinental Champion. Could cheat, sure, but I see a straight up Baron Corbin win. Dean Ambrose going after him, continuing the feud to the next SmackDown pay-per-view. And it would just make crazy sense to give Corbin that push over Ambrose. Give Corbin the IC title. Give Ambrose a reason to chase where I feel his best role is. You might see Ambrose turn heel down the road, but a babyface chase here of Ambrose would be perfect for him in the short term. Corbin is your new Intercontinental Champion. Now, so far, remember, we've got a new SmackDown Women's Champion, we've got a new Raw Tag Team Champion, and now we've got a new Intercontinental Champion. A lot of new champs, folks. There's going to be another one here. Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens. If Chris Jericho's sticking around for the next pay-per-view, why have Jericho win anyway? If Jericho's leaving after this, why have Jericho leave anyway? Kevin Owens is going to win. It may not be straight up, but Kevin Owens is going to win this match. Now, will Kevin Owens get over with the belt? That's the question. It might be Jericho gets a lucky win, then Owens destroys him. If he's staying, I could see that. But I'm going to predict a new United States champion, Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens beats one of his two childhood idols and wins the United States Championship. If he doesn't, remember that rematch clause for the Universal title the next night on Raw. Really remember that one if he doesn't. All right, let's go with the Raw Women's Championship. I've been hinting that perhaps I thought Nia Jax had a chance. I've been hinting that they might put the belt on Nia Jax. They're not putting the belt on Nia Jax. I got to get you to continue on somehow. I got to continue to get you to be talking about me somehow. Nia Jax ain't winning the damn belt, folks. That ain't happening. Charlotte is not winning this match either. Can't see it. It's in Orlando where her father retired, so sure, but no. They're not having Charlotte win in a four-way this year and a three-way last year. No. This is about Sasha Banks and Bayley. So a lot of people are going to think, hey, this is where Sasha could turn heel. Screws Bayley, wins the match, but how is it screwing in a fatal four-way? Elimination especially. How's it screwing? Bayley retains here. She's looked so weak. She's getting the Charlotte treatment. Lose on Raw. We're not pay-per-view. Bayley is going to win this match. Bayley is going to retain. That's how you're going to get the Sasha heel turn. The jealousy is going to boil over the fact that she couldn't beat Bayley. The plan didn't work. And that's how you get to Sasha and Bayley. Now we're getting to the interesting stuff. Kevin Owens, Jericho, very interesting. But now we get to the meat. Seth Rollins, Triple H, non-sanctioned. You know, it would be just like WWE here to have Triple H win this match. Samoa Joe tries to help. Samoa Joe helps. Seth loses. You know, you could see WWE pulling some fuck shit like that. You really could. Seth's going to win this match. Because it's non-sanctioned, they can use weapons. Doesn't have to be a straight wrestling match. Could do anything they want. Though remember this, I could easily see Triple H winning this match. I am not as certain as most people that they are going to book Triple H to lose. But with just everything that has happened, it would just be odd to see Triple H win unless they really are forming this new NWO that I discussed on WrestleMania night. If they're forming it, Triple H can win here. But I'm going to go with Seth Rollins. I'm going to go safe here. Seth overcomes Triple H and beats the King of Kings. So now, Goldberg, a.k.a. Oldberg, and Brock Lesnar. Down goes Goldberg. That's what we've built this on. We've built this on the final encounter of the 5-minute match. Casuals, this is their main event. It may actually close the show. There is some rumors that legitimately Roman and Taker are going to close this show because this WrestleMania, I truly believe, could be Taker's last. None others before. This one, he looks beat up. He really needs that hip surgery. You're getting him in the match with Roman. I don't think the Taker-Cena match is as big and as needed as people think it is. I really don't. This is the one they've wanted to do. This is the one Vince has been waiting for. But we'll talk about that next. Goldberg and Brock. If Goldberg beats Brock, why is Brock still in the WWE? Think about it for a second. Why is Brock still wrestling if Goldberg beats him? He's obviously then inferior. That's Lesnar's whole shtick. He's superior to everybody. So if he loses here, why would he continue? Brock Lesnar wins the Universal Championship at WrestleMania. I've heard the rumors about blood. Please, if this match goes past 2 minutes, talk to me then. Seriously, talk to me if this goes past 2 to 3 minutes. So I lied. We're not going to go to Taker versus Reigns next. We're going to go to my personal, okay, as the fan of wrestling, my personal main event. Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton. The match that truly has no definitive winner. The rivalry that to me isn't over at Mania. This feels like a rivalry that should end. It ain't going to end. Could they go Bray Wyatt as champ with Randy continuing to chase? Yes. Eric Rowan returns. He still has a family member Randy hasn't considered. Bray wins. Can Randy overcome Bray, win the title, Bray chases? Yes. Both are very viable, and both can be written very well, as this feud has pretty much been. And really, I don't have a clear winner on this. On most other matches, I can see what I want to go with. I can see what I think they're going to do. This one is truly 50-50. Can go either way. I'm sitting here with a pause now because I still don't know who to pick, and it's time. It's live. Here we go. And I still don't know. I still don't know who to pick. Really, and I've been thinking about this for weeks. And I really do not know, guys. I don't. But for the sake of this podcast, and for the sake of your ears, and not sitting here 20 minutes listening to me in silence, we're just going to throw it out there. We're going to say, fuck it. And we're going to say Bray Wyatt retains with Eric Rowan or a mystery individual coming in to help Bray. So the feud continues. Bray Wyatt retains the WWE Championship. And now, what I'm actually more and more convinced will be your main event, and what I believe will be Undertaker's last match, because he is just too damn beat up. Even though they did have him at the WrestleMania 34 press conference, he can make an appearance. I don't think he's wrestling. This is the first time I believe it. This is the first time I truly believe it's the end. Roman Reigns and The Undertaker. Well, what do you do? You know, a lot of internet wrestling fans, a lot of smart wrestling fans, a lot of wrestling fans in general know the rule. They know the rule. You go out on your back. And everybody's okay with this. It's been accepted, it's known, and you're okay with it. But now it includes Roman Reigns. A lot of times with Roman, we go against things we've accepted and we push for. Build young stars. Don't always have it be part-time old guys. Everything about The Undertaker here is anti-internet, anti-wrestling purist. But God, the way Roman's been booked, you just don't care, do you? And quite frankly, the fan in me's right there with you. But you got to see beyond that here. You've got to see beyond your disdain for Roman Reigns due to how he's booked. Realize what we've been saying here on riggsbeast has been confirmed by Triple H. They're not turning him heel because you, the fans, have already made him that way. There's no reason to do it. It is John Cena all over again. When 70% of you boo him, why make him heel? Isn't he already one? Isn't the point of a heel to be booed, to be hated? You already hate him. They just present it to you in a different way. Now, can Roman join this new authority NWO if they do it? Sure, and it would be an awesome, awesome way to do it here. But my prediction for Roman Reigns and The Undertaker, Roman is going to win. Roman is going to be the guy who ends The Undertaker's career. It hurts. It hurts. Gonna go back to the fan of me for a minute. I grew up with The Undertaker. I've always wanted him to go out on his back on the end. And honestly, before I started YouTube years ago, when I did a fantasy booking with a good friend of mine, I actually fantasy booked Roman beating Taker at 32 in a 2-year period. I'm not even joking. So now it's staring me right in the face. Almost exactly how I did it, but did it in my own head years ago, is staring me dead in the face. The only difference is when I fantasy booked it years ago, I had the title involved. Title's not involved here. So what do you do when something you predicted is staring you right in the face, but you don't want to pull the trigger? You do what you got to do. You do what they do in the movies, boys. You pull the trigger. Roman wins. Roman is going to be hated by most. Kids and women are going to view him as an idol. And off we go as Roman cemented as the number one guy. They pass it to Roman. And this is how they do it. Yes, The Undertaker doesn't have the undefeated streak. Roman beating Taker still has most of the impact. Roman will be hated by most for this. And he don't need to change much. You see that Roman that was on Raw? I'm still going with it being a fuckery. I'm not believing it. But if he beats Taker and that's what you get, you may hate it at the time, but it's worth it. It's 100% worth it. If Taker wins, you got to look at this long term. You got to look at it past this event. If Taker wins, what do you have? What do you really have? You have Brock Lesnar, who lost to Goldberg and finally beat him, and Roman, who failed to beat Brock, mainly due to Seth at 31, and who can't beat The Undertaker. So yeah, sure, you can have Roman beat Brock for the title, but it won't have nearly the same impact if Roman hasn't done what Brock has done. Roman and Brock are almost guaranteed to be heading for a collision. And if Roman wins, it makes that match, you can see the feud now. Brock, I've done what you've done. You remember 31. I was going to beat you. I'm the guy who's going to be the one behind the one and the only other one to beat the one. Get where I'm coming from here? Can you see the feud now? Can you? Roman wins. And Roman is truly cemented as the number one guy. And we're all going to hate it. Well, most may hate it. But it's almost needed. Because right now you've got no true number one. Your only other true number one's a part-timer. At least Roman's full-time. Remember that. Even when we hate Roman, we hate the booking. We just don't like his face. He'd be a great heel. But remember, he is full-time and he's there every week. Where the other number one right now, the main number one, is not. And that is your official WrestleMania 33 preview and prediction show. As always, let's go beast on that subscribe button. Let's go beast on that like button. Let's make WrestleMania 33 as beast as possible, though WWE's tried not to. And as always, keep it beast.